Hey YouTube.
We are
Hi.
live.
Hello.
Welcome to the Love Healing Room on a Super Love Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with us. Love Healing Room live.
Yes.
Woo, we had an awesome show as always.
Oh boy, it
Yes.
was hot.
It was literally hot. So this week we're talking about recognize what turns you on. Mm, mm, mm. We're continuing our theme for the month, which is looking at relationships, risk, and rewards. Wow. So let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Let's get it started.
Did anybody
Yeah.
say money turn them on?
Mm,
Can I say money turn me on?
If you want to.
Money turns me on.
Okay, so Darla's gonna kick us out with our first tip.
Yes, so my tip was on building your self-esteem. And like we said that, this month's theme is relationships, risks, and rewards. So where it may start out as a risk and end up with a reward. So I'm going to give you some tips on building your self-esteem so that, as you're building your relationships or you're in your relationship, it will give you confidence to be your authentic self. So the first thing is to use positive affirmations. Speak positively. You can't say enough how important that sharing positive words, whether you're talking to yourself, thinking it to yourself, or you're even, speaking to someone else, but in this case, for yourself to speak positive affirmations. Learn to accept compliments. You get all dressed up and you looking nice and, we put some effort into,
Absolutely.
how we look when we step out. When someone gives you a compliment, let's accept it. And when we feel good about ourselves in the first place, and I think it'll be easier to accept compliments. Eliminate self-criticism and introduce self-compassion. Show yourself some love. Stop being so hard on yourself, talking down. So, it will affect your relationship. We're talking about our relationship. So when you do that, then it'll be easier for you to give and receive love from your partner. And also affirm your real worth. And I gave a tip on how you could affirm your real worth. You know you're worthy. You know you all that. Sometimes we might face rejection from someone. It might just not be their cup of tea. So be it. But remember all the great things, because sometimes that negative voice try to come in your head, make you feel rejected, make you feel worthless. Tell it to shut the hell up. Get your notebook and your pen, or speak those positive words to yourself and jot down those things if you have to. If you journal or what have you, write your qualities down, because you are worthy. And the bottom line is that in all of this is improving our self-esteem requires a bit of work. So sometimes we have to take that quiet time. Sometimes we have to, speak those words of encouragement to ourselves. So it's going to take some work, and it's going to require work as it involves developing and maintaining healthier emotional habits. And doing this will provide great emotional and psychological return on your investment. It'll be worth it to put in the work on you and for you.
Beautiful. Yay. Beautiful. And now we're talking about being independent in your relationship. I want to start this off say early on that being independent also means having safe sex. Walk with your own protection. Choose wisely. Ask a lot of questions. And safeguard yourself. Be safe. Okay. And learn to recognize your emotions. I'm talking about sex over here. Learn to recognize your wants, your needs, your desire. What turns you on, what doesn't turn you on, what position you like, and what position you don't like. on top and bottom, in the back, in the front, wherever. Learn to recognize your emotions. Learn to recognize what you like and what you don't like. Learn to recognize how you carry yourself, what is being said to you, and how it is feeling when it's being said to you. Learn to recognize your emotion and understand no is the new yes. Maintain your own values. Do not make anybody tell you what you should think, what you should do, how you should react, how you should dress, how you should be. Maintain your own values. Maintain your own passion. What are you passionate about? Again, understand. Make your yes be yes. Make your no's mean no's. And understand it's about you standing your ground and being independent in this relationship. If it doesn't work out, that doesn't mean to say that you are not desired. It means to say that next.
Thank you.
Bye.
Next.
I missed this boulder. I missed this. Next.
Something better is on its way. Better, better.
Better, better. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself by putting on something that makes you feel like if you're having it on your own. That when you put on the shoes, celebrate yourself. That when you dress, think about you say, I know who I am and I know my worth. This is the book that I choose to read out of today. Seen it? You seen it? You seen it, people? And it said, I know who I am. I know what I am. I know how I serve. I know who I am. I know what I am. And I know how I serve. Get to know you. Celebrate you. Celebrate every inch about you. This celebrating you, celebrate your hair to the sole of your feet, celebrating your emotion, celebrating your money, celebrating what you do, celebrating how you become, celebrating how you was back there and how you come from here, celebrating everything about you. Celebrate you. Be confident in you. A confident woman is a sexy ass woman.
And a man too.
And a man too. Learn to love you and celebrate you. And be safe. I'm done.
Okay, so recognizing what turns you on, you should be able to trust yourself. Trust that if you share with your partner exactly what it is that excites you or what's important to you, trust that your communication is going to be respected and it's going to be received in love. And the now, when you are trusting in yourself, that allows your partner to trust you. It allows you to trust your partner. And if you find that maybe you have to revisit some of the tips that Darla suggested around your self-esteem and your self-worth, or if you have to remember your independence because you need to take time for you, trust that all is working out for your greatest and highest good. But it's important, it's so important that you express exactly what you want. And sometimes it starts with you trusting you and finding out what it is you want. Maybe you've been so distracted with what has been told to you by your parents or told to you by society, you have suppressed your desires. You don't even know what you want. You don't even know what you like. Take a moment to maybe look in the mirror and appreciate every aspect of your body from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. And maybe you need to touch each parts of your body in order to find out what turns you on. And then you can share that with your partner. Or maybe the two of you can find out together.
Experiment.
Yes, it's about trust.
Yeah.
And so when you have trust, you can really, really relax. So that's one of the things that's important in trust is being able to relax and relax and receive and know that If you have an orgasm, that you can trust yourself to still make right decisions.
Yeah.
And that's for men and women. Having an orgasm does not excuse you from being responsible for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. What goes on the bed doesn't necessarily mean that it has to take it out of the bed.
Mhm.
It's a different relationship.
But when you trust yourself, you know that your self confidence, your self worth will be in place so that you will not allow yourself to be taken advantage of.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean that your feelings won't get hurt, but guess what? You can bounce back because you understand and you recognize who you really are. So, yes, trust yourself.
Our love tip for this month is centering on never stop.
Working to
Oh,
keep
my
your
glasses.
relationship.
Never stop working to keep your relationship healthy. And even in order to do that, you have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to share whatever those desires are. Because when your relationship started out 6 months ago, or it's been 10 years, or 15 years, or 20 years,
6 days.
6 days, you, regardless, there is still communication that is needed there. And a lot of times we're used to the same thing over and over. And after so many years, you may want to do something different. And maybe you don't know how to express that to your husband, or you don't know how to express it to your wife, or your lover, your partner. There is nothing wrong with just taking a moment and maybe set up a date and discuss it. Maybe each one of you can write a list about what your desires are.
That
Mhm.
sounds like fun.
Play charades. Yeah. Or strip
Touch
poker.
me here, I touch you there.
Enjoy it. Have some fun. I think
Yes.
we get so caught up in
So wound
life
up.
and school and everything that's going on around us, and things that we're so caught up that we forget about each other. Take that time to remember that. I like that idea about touching. Wherever he touch you, you touch him. That could be interesting. Okay. Okay. One of the things that
Learning from
this
Terry.
gentleman said, Celebrating Love by Larry James. It says that relationships fail when the two people who have been in love stop meeting each other's needs.
Yeah.
That can only happen if the communication between the two of you have stopped. So we have given you a multiplicity of things to think about. Just open yourself up, just to think and consider to do what makes you happy and to have fun.
Mhm.
If you have
Mhm.
ever, oh Lord Jesus, just the experiment with it is such a wonderful feeling. And there's nothing dirty or there's nothing nasty about it. It's just a natural thing that men and women have, and they enjoy one another, with it. Don't get stuck in a box. And you can't come out of this particular square because change, there's nothing wrong with change. There's nothing wrong with evolving.
Right.
It's becoming the master of anticipation. There's nothing. Let's enjoy, and we will look forward to you. Communicate with us. Talk to us. You have a multiplicity of different ways of getting in contact with the Love Healing Room, and we want you to voice your opinions. Share with us. Thank you for listening to these wonderful, amazing, awesome, phenomenal goddesses, queens in their own right. And I see, this is something that I want you to say to the next person that you see. I see the divinity in you. And remember that you're royalty. You're queens and kings, and
Mhm.
you come from a mighty creator. And he has expressed himself in the unique person that you are. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
Thank
and
you.
with that, that was
With
beautiful.
that cherry right on the top.
wow. That's a turn on. That is when you recognize
Mm-hmm.
who you are
Yeah.
Mhm.
and who your
Yeah.
partner is.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah.
eat it up.
Wow.
Yum, yum. Okay, so it's been awesome. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out all of our YouTube videos and find us on Facebook and Instagram, Love Healing Room. If you need to send us some, you can go to lovehealingroom@gmail.com, or you can go to our website and contact us directly. Otherwise, we'd love for you to join us on the show next Sunday, same time, same intention, to be open to give and receive love at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dial in to 248-289-5882.
Yes.
Yes.
Same time,
Same
same love channel.
Yes. But until next time, we leave you with
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.